An expat in Munich was walking down the street. He accidentally bumped into an elderly person. The person fell. The person got injured. 1400 euros, out of pocket. No liability insurance. A student in Germany was cycling. He hit an elderly woman. 4000 euros. No income. He had to take a loan to pay it. A skier lost control on a slope and collided with a young child. The child was rushed to hospital by helicopter. Permanent disability. The bill, around 150,000 euros. 3 real incidents. 3 people. One thing in common. Nobody had warned them about liability insurance in Germany. This video changes that. Before going into the details, here is the map. 3 categories. That is all. The first category is mandatory. No choice. Health insurance. Required from the day of arrival in Germany. Full stop. The second category is not mandatory, but the cost of skipping it can follow someone for years. This is where liability insurance and legal insurance live. No fine for not having these. But the consequences of being without them are real. The third category is optional. Household contents, dental, travel. These depend on the situation and what needs protecting. This video focuses on the 3 that matter most for every expat. Health, liability, legal. Health insurance in Germany is not optional. Not a recommendation. Not something to sort out later. It is mandatory for every single person living here. No exceptions. None. For employed expats, the employer handles the enrollment automatically. The contribution is deducted from the salary before it arrives in the bank account. This was covered in detail in the payslip video. For those who arrive before a job starts, coverage must be arranged independently for that gap period. Even a few days uninsured is technically a violation. This should not be left for later. There are 2 types of health insurance in Germany. Public, called gesetzliche Krankenversicherung, and private, called private Krankenversicherung. Which type applies depends on how much a person earns. That is the next slide. Here is the rule that catches most people off guard. Earning below 77,400 euros per year gross in 2026 means no choice. Public health insurance. The law does not offer an alternative. Only above that threshold is there a choice to switch to private insurance. Public insurance is income-based. The more earned, the more paid, up to a ceiling. Family members can often be covered under one plan at no extra cost. Private insurance works differently. Premiums depend on age and health at the time of joining, not income. So if salary drops late in life, the premium stays the same. And here is the part most people miss. Once in private insurance, switching back to public after the age of 55 is almost impossible. Easy to enter, very hard to leave. This needs to be understood before making the switch. Now the insurance almost nobody warns expats about. The one that tends to get discovered only after it is too late. Haftpflichtversicherung. Personal liability insurance. Not mandatory. No fine for not having it. And yet, 1 in 3 people in Germany do not have it. Here is what it does. If someone accidentally causes damage to another person or their property, the insurance pays, not the person. The insurer, 1400 euros, covered. 4000 euros, covered. 150,000 euros, covered. All of it, covered. Without the insurance, all of that comes from personal savings, or monthly salary, or a loan. Haftpflichtversicherung starts from around 3 to 5 euros per month, 3 euros, for protection against bills that could follow someone for years. Here is what personal liability insurance actually covers in Germany. Real situations. Real coverage. Cycling into someone on the street. Covered. Dropping something from a balcony that damages a car below. Covered. A child breaking something expensive at a friend's house. Covered. Leaving a tap running and flooding the flat below. This happens more often than expected. Water damage to a neighbor's flat can easily reach 10 to 30,000 euros. Covered. Injuring someone during sport. Skiing, cycling, football. Covered. One important distinction. Liability insurance covers damage caused to others, not damage to one's own belongings. That is a different insurance entirely. Coming up shortly. The rule is simple. Wherever there is a chance of accidentally harming someone or damaging something that belongs to someone else, liability insurance is the safety net. One thing that surprises most expats about insurance in Germany is how the claim process actually works. In most cases, there is no fight. The incident gets reported to the insurer. The insurer contacts the other party's insurer directly. The two companies resolve it between themselves. The policyholder steps back. That is it. In 2024, German insurers processed more than 25 million property and casualty claims. 69,000 claims every single day, and paid out 66 billion euros. The system is built to pay. The honest picture: the most common complaint in Germany is not about whether the insurer pays. It is about how long it takes. Speed. Not rejection. That is a fundamentally different and better problem to have. Digital insurers like Feather and GetSafe handle claims fully in English through an app. For expats, this makes a real difference. With insurance, an incident becomes a process. Without insurance, an incident becomes a crisis. The third type of insurance worth knowing is Rechtsschutzversicherung, legal protection insurance. It covers the cost of legal disputes, lawyer fees, court costs, everything. So that when a conflict arises, money is not the reason someone cannot fight back. As a tenant in Germany, this matters. Landlords know that pursuing legal rights costs time and money. Legal insurance changes that equation immediately. As an employee, this matters too. A wrongful dismissal notice in Germany must be challenged in court within exactly 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Legal insurance means acting without hesitation. And the single most important thing to understand about legal insurance: most policies have a waiting period of 3 months. Disputes that existed before the policy started are never covered. Never. Legal insurance cannot be bought after a conflict begins and expected to help. The time to buy it is before it is needed, not after. Here are the specific situations where legal insurance makes the biggest difference for expats in Germany. A landlord refuses to return the deposit, one of the most common disputes in Germany. Legal insurance covers the full cost of pursuing it. An employer terminates a contract without proper justification. 3 weeks to file a case. 3 weeks. Legal insurance means not having to choose between justice and the legal bill. An unexpected demand arrives from the Finanzamt that seems incorrect. Challenging a tax authority requires a lawyer. Legal insurance covers that too. Here is something worth knowing. Many disputes in Germany settle faster, simply because both sides know legal costs are covered. Landlords and employers are less likely to ignore a well-supported claim. Having the insurance gives leverage. Basic legal insurance starts at around 8 to 15 euros per month. Comprehensive coverage, including employment and tenant rights, around 15 to 30. One more insurance worth knowing, especially for renters in Germany: Hausratversicherung, household contents insurance. It covers everything inside the flat. Furniture, electronics, clothing, everything owned. The distinction matters. Liability insurance covers damage caused to others. Hausratversicherung covers damage that happens to one's own belongings. Theft, water damage, fire. These are different protections, and they work together. There are also insurance products in Germany that can replace the traditional rental deposit. Instead of locking up 2 or 3 months of rent, a small monthly fee to an insurer guarantees the landlord instead. Not every landlord accepts this, but the option exists. For most expats starting out, the order is clear. Health insurance first. Liability immediately after. Legal insurance before signing a rental contract or starting a new job. Household contents when there are belongings worth protecting. 2 practical tools when choosing insurance in Germany. The first is Check24, Germany's largest comparison platform. Plans can be compared side by side. Coverage levels filtered. Inclusions and exclusions visible before committing to anything. A good starting point for benchmarking prices. The second option, especially for expats, is English. First, digital insurers like Feather and GetSafe. Full digital sign-up, English support, app-based claims. For expats navigating German paperwork, this matters more than it sounds. One thing to always check when comparing any liability policy: the Deckungssum, the coverage ceiling. A cheap policy with a low ceiling might save €2 a month and expose everything above that ceiling. Given that serious accidents can run into hundreds of thousands of euros, the ceiling matters far more than the monthly price difference. A good liability policy should cover at least €5 million. Many standard plans go to 10 million or higher. Check the number before signing. Here is the summary. Health insurance. Mandatory. Employers handle it for employed expats. For anyone arriving before a job starts, arrange it independently, not later. From day one. Liability insurance. 3 to 5 euros a month. 1,400 euros. 4,000 euros. 150,000 euros. All real. All preventable. For less than 1 coffee a month. Legal insurance. Buy it before signing a rental contract or starting a new job. Not after. The 3-month waiting period means now is the time, not when a dispute begins. For renters, Hausratversicherung, once there are belongings worth protecting. Use Check24 to compare. Use Feather or GetSafe for English first experience. Always check the Deckungssum before signing anything. In the next video, the topic is renting in Germany. Finding an apartment, understanding the rental contract, the deposit rules, and the paperwork nobody warns you about. If renting in Germany is on the horizon, that video is the one to watch. See you there.